two, three. All right, what up? What up, y'all? You know it's your boy Dante, Mr. Flip to Hold. It's been a while. I've been really busy running these businesses and doing everything, just trying to get stuff in order. And actually, coming up with more content for y'all by actually being in the field. So, first, I want to thank you for returning to my page, to my account, to my channel. And then, if you've never been here before, I need you to really pay attention and hit that subscribe button. That way you can be notified when we get new content and new stuff out to y'all. Because it's very important because we can all grow together. You know how the YouTube thing with the algorithms and all of that type of stuff. But anyway, today I got a special guest in the building and we about to go over a few business tips. That way you could learn how to focus and be more efficient in your business. So I thought, why not bring in my first guest, which is my life partner, which is my business partner, which is my glory to God, and thank you for her. This is my beautiful wife. If you haven't figured that out yet, this is Charmaine. Mrs. Main Essential.
Hey, hey.
Yes, yes, yes. And we just about to go over a few little things, just so y'all could get the basic details on how to run a business. And I guess we can hop right into it. Well, first, like y'all, I never really broke down and told y'all too much about me. But obviously, I'm a husband, I'm a father, four beautiful children, grown and young, and or think they grown if they seeing this.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I'm definitely a serial entrepreneur. I guess it started, what would you say?
2 years back, when you
Well,
really
probably
became serious.
about 15 years. What my first thing was a shoe store,
Oh yeah,
and
somebody
then
started back this day.
we did the shoes and the clothes and the
The
grills
daycare.
and my wife had a daycare. She actually put me on, so I have to give three people special uh, appreciation for me even being here today to be able to talk to y'all entrepreneurs. Because first is, well, four, because, well, three people and one of the Almighty, that's God, who even put these people in my life, put my mindset and whatever it took to even take these risks and challenges to be a business. But then I got to thank my wife. I have to also thank my boy Clint. That's James Mack. He got the jewelry store, and I got to thank Diane. Rest in peace. And you know that was my boss at my job. She like hooked me up. She let me like draw unemployment. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
from the
she
job.
really did too. She
That
did.
way that
That
I
was real
could
nice.
like generate some income while I'm building my business. And I did
Mm-hmm.
not get a chance to repay her back. So rest in peace to Diane. And if y'all know her, if y'all know me, I really
Beautiful lady.
appreciate it. And I wish I could have really did more for her before her time. But that's enough about me, because this is my beautiful wife, Charmaine. And tell them a little
Hey.
bit about you.
Oh wow. So as we can see, I'm Dante's wife. We've been married for over 17 years. Like he said, we got 4 children. Some think they grown, but they really not. But I'm also a serial entrepreneur. We've had daycares, cleaning companies, hair salons.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
and it can go on and on. Not to say that we wasn't successful in any of them. It's just that as time changed, years went on, so did the careers that we chose to grow in. But I'm definitely here to share a little bit of advice, information, and what it would take to be an entrepreneur and what it takes to just work hard to strive for what it is that you want. So
Yeah,
thank you for
and
having me.
like she said though, y'all gotta understand, you have to strive. Like it's hard work when you building the business.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, just to dive in it a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
um, it take mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like like I say anybody could start a business or be an entrepreneur, but it's not for everybody.
It's not, because you gotta have a mindset for it. I mean, like, it's a lot of ups and downs that comes with being an entrepreneur. So if your mind is not prepared to go through those challenges, then it might be like a real rough, bumpy road for you. But like I said, it definitely takes a strong mindset in order to grow any business successful. It's a lot of ups and downs, a lot of challenges, and if your mind isn't set to be able to handle those challenges, then it's more than likely you won't succeed in it. You know.
Yeah, and I say the reason that a lot of people wouldn't succeed in it if you don't have a mindset is because of, okay, when you start in a business, you have this big vision, which is the start of every business. You know, Amazon and none of these people we wouldn't be using these podcasts or none of this if somebody didn't have that vision. But they had to go through so many ups and downs.
Yeah.
And those ups, and when you started, you up. But I mean, once you hit that roadblock and you see that stuff just not like you planned, that's where a lot of people give up. So you got to have that mindset.
Yeah, because it takes more work than we can even imagine. I mean, honestly, with any business, any goal or vision that you have to have a passion for, it just takes a lot. It's not gonna come overnight. You gotta like climb high mountains to get to where you're trying to get with it. It's not like, oh, I'm just thinking of it. It's fun. Like, I create scrubs, my sugar scrubs, and I love the creative part behind it. But it's actually so much more to that than just being creative. I mean, it's the back end when you're thinking about the taxes, when you're thinking about all the paperwork,
the sales, the marketing,
everything. Yeah, keep going, because it can keep going.
It keep going. It keep going.
So that's why you gotta have a really good mindset in order for anything that you're wanting to see growth come about. You gotta have the proper mindset.
Right. Because y'all know me, I always talk about like success is not just money. You know what I'm saying? But this is an entrepreneur's podcast, so we talk about entrepreneurship. But you need the same mindset with whatever it is that you're trying to do. I mean, if you're doing, if you want to lose weight, you got to have the mindset. You have to really want that, because you're going to go in that gym for a whole week straight and you're going to be sore, and then you're going to just talk yourself out of it, and then you be like, all right, let me go back in. And then you go in for another week straight and you haven't seen any results. You haven't lost nothing but maybe 1 pound. You know what I'm saying?
And now you like I'm so over it. I'm ready to give up on all of that hard work that you just put in. I don't care if it was a week, 2 days, or whatever. It took hard work to get up and dedicate yourself to any of that. 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. So why not be kind enough to give yourself a little more push? Okay, if you figure I made it through 2 days, let me make it through another day, which will be the 3rd day. Then if you keep pushing on that mindset, you keep pushing yourself, telling yourself, I can do it. Before you know it, you'll look back and you'll been climbed it and like lost about a good 20, 50 pounds, and you so proud of yourself because you made it through the roughest, toughest part, and now you can finally celebrate by looking at your accomplishment.
No, that's so true. And while you was talking, that just made me think, like, I do a lot of stuff, and the reason why it's hard for me to I guess just do one thing, which I'm working on, but just to piggyback on what you're saying, is I just can't give up, because I put so much work into everything that I do, and it just gets to that point where I feel like it, but then I think about everything I put in it, all of the hard time, all of the money, all of the no's, all of the what, and it just be so hard to just give up.
So
And sometimes you have to though,
and
right?
that's
in,
when
in business.
that you do, but that's when it comes about like that true dedication. I think the other day you had made like a video or you posted or something like that, and you was like, being an entrepreneur sometimes make you just want to do something. You had the man that was like boxing or fighting or something
Yeah,
on that
yeah,
post.
yeah. You want to lose your shit.
Yeah, you just want to lose your shit, and that's absolutely true with trying to succeed in being an entrepreneur. Sometimes you just want to just be like, I'm done, I'm over it, like I can't do this no more. But like, why give up on something that you want to work so hard for when 9 times out of 10, you know, it's nothing wrong with this. So don't take this wrong when I say it. You can get up every day and pretty much dedicate yourself to go and put in work for someone else that also had a vision and a dream to see their accomplishments grow. So when you're looking at like McDonald's or something like that, they started from a vision, from a dream. You know what I'm saying? And trying to want to have a business that was successful. Okay, it started there, but no, they didn't end up keeping it. They sold it, but at the end of the day, the next person that came along, they had a vision and they took it, that mindset, and they learned and they went with it and they pushed it. And to this day, you check out McDonald's, they don't have to do any marketing or promoting of any of their food or anything. And we go there all the time. And if you watch TV, you're still going to see a commercial, some type of ad come
billboard,
up promoting
in the mail,
and everything. They don't even need it. They like they really don't need it.
All they need is that arch, which is the brand.
And that's it. So when you brand your company, now you know you like really did something. You can sit back and be like, I'm gonna let somebody else run this. That's good, but you got to still remember on the back end, while you sitting back and letting somebody else run it, the business doesn't end there. You still have to be a part of the plan. So a part of making that happen. So like at the end of the day, it's always going to be about mindset. Even when you get to the highest level as you think you could possibly get, it's still going to be about mindset, because you got to keep those businesses running.
Yeah, and one thing that helps with mindset is getting organized. You know what I'm saying? Planning your day, planning your week, planning your month. Because you know, a lot of entrepreneurs, and this goes for my people with families. You know, you got kids, you got a spouse, you got all of it. So you have to learn how to kind of make sure that you put time for everything and everybody. And it's not a bad thing. You're not spreading yourself too thin. You're not doing nothing bad. You just have to organize and get more organized. And for my people that don't have a family and all of that, you really have no limit, no excuses, like for real. So make sure you get organized. Plan out your day. Plan out your time. You know, because time is the only thing. And y'all know me. I always say this: time is the only thing we can't buy. You know what I'm saying? Unless you paying for your freedom. And the only way you can do that is know your number. Like if you know that it costs you $5,000 a month to maintain your lifestyle, and your business is making that, or your investments is making you that $5,000 a month without you doing anything, that's freedom. That's buying time. But if you're not on that level, you have to stay organized and make sure that you know, what you think about.
And then another thing is too, it's important to make sure you don't try to live above your means, because living above your means and trying to set a certain standards for yourself, it'll kind of make you really a little bit more unhappier with yourself, because you're trying to sell yourself more than you have to at that time. Sell yourself as it is needed. You know, let you know, in certain situations, if you have to really sell yourself to really get this good big deal, then you do it. You're bringing your best foot to the door. Okay, you letting them see the hunger is there. This is what you want. You got what it takes. Okay, that's the difference. Now, living above your means and trying to sell yourself in other ways, where you're trying to live a life that's really
what
too
you
fast
see
for
on
you.
TV,
You don't
Instagram, and
you
you
don't
know
have
all
to
of
have
that.
Let that be their journey. Come along and let your journey be yours, so that way when you're able to preach about your journey and share it with people, it's real it's original and it's yours and it's truly from your experience and not somebody else's vision and what you were trying to make happen because of what you saw them have. So at the end of the day, let your mindset be of what you want. You know what I'm saying? This is what you want to happen for your life.
Exactly.
And go for it.
And um that that like when you, because I know the reason a lot of people do that is because they looking, and you feel like you're not doing enough and all of that. But that's one important thing in business too, because you have to analyze your competition. But that don't mean you have to copy them and do everything they doing and stuff like that.
Learn
You
from
just yeah, right. You have to learn from it. And just like she said earlier, like you got McDonald's, that don't mean that you're getting the same thing at Burger King, but they looking at the analytics. They looking at how they marketing. They looking at what they doing to grow their business. They looking at the deep stuff. They not just looking at how many locations they got and just this one thing.
Oh,
they looking
so
at they looking at the whole
they
thing.
They as deep as like inventory. You know what I'm trying to say? With just saying with anything with businesses, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're thinking about McDonald's, it's more deeper than just having that business. They gotta operate that business, and operation comes with a whole lot. So that's why I say I'm not gonna fully break that down because I know it's a lot with operating that type of business. I'm not in a food industry, so I don't know everything with that, but I'm definitely sure that it took a lot for anybody to run any type of company that's going to grow big enough to have companies where it can grow into a franchise. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole lot. That's way deeper than just I want to say us having our businesses and stuff like that. You know what I'm trying to say? So at the end of the day, it's definitely about mindset. Stay positive. Look forward to each day getting up and being able to be blessed to have another opportunity to make your goal, your vision, and dreams come true. Just keep working at it.
Yeah, keep working at it, and also you have to understand that is if no risk, no reward. Like, I mean, are you willing to lose it all? Are you really willing to go through everything that it takes to get to that big status? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I know if you're an entrepreneur, you listen to a lot of people and you follow a lot of things that got to do with the entrepreneurship investment and all of that. When you get a stock in any company, yes, it might be up here now. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of people just buy stuff that's trending. But when that stock go down because of the trend is over or whatever, good details, that's where you lose. But the winners, the Warren Buffetts, and all of those type of people, they tell you it's the long haul. That's why we came up with the name Flip to Hold. You flip to gain capital, to buy assets, to hold, to get forever money. And that hold go up and they go down. That's just a part of the process. So no risk, no reward. I mean,
yeah, that's definitely spoken true. Honestly, no risk, no rewards. If you don't take the time out to be like, look, I'm willing to take the risk for what it is that I want. Okay. You might be like, look, I'm down to my last dime. But I know that if I take this risk and invest in what I want, that last dime may be the last time that you be down to your last dime. So don't be afraid to invest. Don't be afraid to take a chance, a risk on yourself. Because at the end of the day, I feel like if it's something that you want and you really want it, it is so worth it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Absolutely, absolutely. Like you have to believe. You have to want it. You have to, like we said, you got to get organized. You got to analyze your competition. you have to be consistent, which
Oh my
is
God.
what I'm trying to get to
Yes,
next.
consistency.
And that's the hard part, because it's easy to stay on the couch, or it's easy to just go to
I
work.
love my couch.
Yeah, me too. And it's easy to just, dream about it. It's easy to just keep watching videos like this. It's easy to just keep scrolling. It's easy to do all of those things. But I know you're an entrepreneur, and I know you're watching this because you know that you want better. Mm-hmm. And the only way you can do that is being consistent. I mean, just the same way you do at your job. You know, they tell you to go to work. Yeah. You got to be there at 8, and then you get off at 5. Yeah. And sometimes, depending on what you do, they might be like, hey, you need to stay an extra 30 minutes. We ain't get this done and all of that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you're going to make sure that you do that because you want the reward from it, but you're not taking any risk. So, I mean, and at the end of the day, the reward. And I'm not knocking a 9 to 5, because I promise you, I will go get a job tomorrow and do what I got to do, and I'm gonna just keep working on my plan. It's just gonna be restructured because the job wasn't a part of the plan, but I will do it. But if you are in that position, if you're in that position of having a job, and like you go there and you do that for that check. But you know that it's a ceiling on that check. With entrepreneurship, it's not. But it's a lot of risk. It's just not easy.
And then too, I want to point this out. We're listening to what Tay is saying. It's like this too. So you can get up every day, and like, this is serious. We have things that we chose to be dedicated to, and what we're willing to be, like, I guess, consistent with, whether if it's getting up having a drink every day, whether if it's getting up having a smoke every day, whether if it's getting up going to work every day, or being dedicated to taking care of your kids, your family, whatever. It's something that we already practice every day with having consistency with. So if you're able to look at that for the truth and what it is, and you do, so think about this. Why not take the time out and have that consistency for yourself? For yourself. You're always consistent with everybody else and everything else, that sometimes you don't think about how consistent you need to be to yourself.
For real.
For whatever it is. And this, I want to get to this too. I have to share this. So that's why I wanted to create Main Essentials, because Main Essentials is pretty much wrapped around with us providing consistency and self-care to ourselves. We so busy wrapped up in everything else that's going on in life that we forget about self-care. So with me bringing that up, is saying that if you're able to provide self-care to yourself, feel good and relaxed and have a peaceful mind, it also helps to boost up that mindset, because now your mindset is not clouded with all of this other stuff that's going on in your life, because you have taken at least 10 to 20 minutes out of your day to give yourself a little bit of self-care, a little bit of relaxation away from everything else that's surrounding you. And when you are an entrepreneur, it's definitely meaningful to have to do that.
Oh my God.
You need to do that. Now, that don't check off anybody else that's not an entrepreneur. They need it too. But when you are an entrepreneur and you're so busy trying to push yourself to get to the next level, sometimes people don't even see the vision or what it is that you can see you accomplishing. So you have to always constantly force yourself, work yourself, and push yourself to get through whatever that cloud is that can be in that mind, to have some consistency, to be able to be organized, and to be able to take those risks and not be afraid to take sacrifices. So at the end of the day, just try to be true to yourself and know that this is what you really want.
Yes. I mean, she really hit the nail on the head, man. I mean, it's just, if you really want something, you have to take time for me. Not Dante, not Charmaine, me. Whoever me is the person watching it. Me. You know what I'm saying? Like we really forget about ourselves because every single day, all day, from the moment we get up, what we doing? We grabbing the phone, then we going on our even if it's checking the email, checking the social media, checking the text message, checking the voicemail, doing something or whatever it is. 9 times out of 10, we wake up as soon as our day start and we focusing on somebody else or something else. Before and we don't think about us. Look, I recommend reading the book, The High Five. I forget the name of the title. I'm sorry, but it's Mel Robbins.
Oh, he loves
She's
her.
an amazing lady.
He loves
and
her,
you know, she basically can break that down way better than I can. I got a whole bunch of more book recommendations for y'all. But look, man, you got to take time out for yourself. Give yourself 20, 30 minutes, an hour a day. And I don't mean at one time, you know, try to spread 30 in the morning, 30 at night or whatever it can. But, you know, like she said, with her main essentials and all that stuff, I use it myself. At first, when she started making it, I'm like, that's for the ladies. But then I'm like, let me try it. And this stuff, I'm telling y'all, it's amazing. And I can't wait till y'all start seeing the results with my skin glowing and doing all of that type of stuff too. But, you know, I really appreciate you for stepping out your comfort zone and coming in here with me today. And I know they're going to want to see you more because we definitely touched on a few things. But we're going to get a whole lot deeper on building your business. But I hope that you took notes. If you didn't, please rewind this, slow down the video, do whatever you got to do to get the information that we just gave you today, because it is value in everything we said, because we are serial entrepreneurs, we are active entrepreneurs, we are real estate investors, we are doing everything that we tell you, and if we are not, we know somebody that is and sharing that story.
That's right.
Yeah, at the end of the day, look, y'all know my ebook is out. That's the Flip to Hold 101. It is on Amazon. It is self-published. Please support. This is for my real estate investors. Go ahead and grab that ebook. I think it's $9.99 on there. I promise you I'm not getting all of that. That's just Amazon, you know, and if you know how that works, we definitely getting a very small percentage of it. I just want to get the word out for my people that want to build wealth for their families, and I know how to do that through real estate. So I'm sharing that with my first actual book. Yes, Dante, Mr. Flip to Hold, is an author, and I'm so happy and so proud. I'll be forgetting sometimes. Thank you. But look, also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, share, and like. Whatever order you want to do it, make it happen for us, for your family, so we can grow and get that word out. Other than that, always remember, listen, learn, be smart, and don't give up.
Thank you for having me.
You got it.